second time back in this whole bridge thing, the whole franchise. Does it feel better now? Do you fit more, maybe?
It always felt good, frankly. We had a great time making the first movie. This movie was bigger and more demanding on all of us, so I think we enjoyed the ascension of the challenge. And it feels really good to be back with everybody and traveling. And Chris and I went to some places, and then a lot of other people joined us here. And so now we feel like we're building in our momentum and our energy as an ensemble. And it does. It feels really good to be able to finally share it with people and put it out into the world and let other people enjoy the experience. Hopefully, as much as we enjoyed making it.
Fun. You know, you don't have the opportunity to go back and reprise a character that you've done before and work with people that you loved working with before and with the same director as well, and to go back to the same set. So it sometimes doesn't happen. So for us to have gotten the opportunity to come back again was awesome. Everybody was just so jolly every day.
But I really like that the characters got closer to each other. You can see more about the relationship between like Spock and Uhura and Spock and Kirk. How is it for you to get into this and to get more depth into your character?
Well, I think that was really the design of this film. You know, the first one, I think we were just kind of painting with primary colors to get the sense of who these people were and what their journey through the next couple of films would be. And in this one, JJ and Bob and Alex and Damon, the writers and the creative team behind it, really wanted to show the depth and breadth of these characters. And as much as this film is Star Trek and it is science fiction, it very much is like an earthbound action thriller where it doesn't matter if it's the future, the past, or the present. These are human emotions and people, human beings, going through very real journeys.
Yeah, but what you said, I mean, it's set to be in the future, but like the terrorism, all these themes we have here, they could be any day outside now. So isn't that what really is interesting about it?
Well, the story came out of really discussing what was a scary idea for us, what made us feel the most, and the idea of this character, this villain, being someone who's sort of a homegrown terrorist, that he's sort of among us, that he's one of us. And there's something easier about an enemy that is sort of over there and other. But when he's us, when he's among us, that's the thing that is so insidious and so difficult. And it forces us to have to look inside ourselves and ask, what are we doing and how do we handle it? But the movie's about a lot more than that. It's definitely entertainment. I'm hoping that it's as much fun as it is anything. And I think that the questions that the movie grapples with, you know, loyalty, family, authority, you know, how far you're willing to go, what sacrifice, these are the kind of things that for me take the action, and there's a lot of action, and make it about something.
Uhura, the character, is such an iconic figure as well. Do you embrace it as your own character now, or is it still something in your head? You know there's someone been before, a Uhura been before?
No, you'll always know that somebody is there, because that's your responsibility, is to never forget that and to respect that and honor it. But that does not deter from the fact that I have complete freedom to be her and to have the confidence that I am her, you know, and I can work with her and build her to be whatever it is that I may believe her to be when she was younger, before Nichelle Nichols, you know, did Uhura.
Can you think of things you learned here and you can go on for another experience you're probably going to do in the next years?
Well, I'll say that I feel like I learn something every time. A lot of times the things that you learn working on projects are things that you sort of knew, but you forgot, and you realize, oh yeah, that hugely important thing. And once you've remembered that one, you don't realize that you've dropped 3 other things that were important to know. So every time I work on something, I feel like now I understand what I need to do going forward. And then I learn later that I've, of course, forgotten a number of important ones. But I do think that going forward on the next Star Wars movie, which is very, very early in the process, you know, I feel like that what I'm hoping is that the cast and crew of this movie, who are truly extraordinary to work with, that's the thing that sort of gave me the comfort and the inspiration every day. And so I'm only hoping that moving forward, I'm lucky enough to have that kind of experience again.
Given the Star Trek chronology, we are like 50 years away from first contact, where the Vulcans reach the Earth. Do you think we are prepared?
Sounds like you're a real fan. You are a real
Trekkie, eh?
fan. I love it.
Do you think we're prepared for that in real life? I don't know.
They're coming.
They're almost there.
They're almost here.
I don't know what we're prepared for as a civilization in the real world, but I'm certainly eager to find out if we're making a third film, the direction in which we'll go. But there's a lot of changes right now that are actually happening in the world that I think are going to alter the course of civilization, and how we as a society deal with those changes and embrace them, absorb them into our relationships with one another, I think is going to determine a lot about how our human experience unfolds in the next 50 years.